All right, team, gather round. As your lead engineer, I need to talk to you about a critical decision we're facing, one we absolutely cannot afford to get wrong, and that's EMC testing. Now, I know it might seem like just another box to check, but trust me, this is fundamental to our product success and, frankly, to our company's reputation.
I want this quote to be our guiding star for this project. This isn't just a nice saying to put on a poster. It's the absolute core truth of hardware development. Remembering this right now is going to save us from some massive headaches down the road.
So let's talk about the real numbers, the ones that should honestly keep us all up at night if we even consider skipping or delaying this. These aren't just abstract risks. These are the documented, painful costs of getting it wrong.
Let's just start with a number that should get everyone's attention. Over 5 crore. That's the potential price tag of a single product recall once we're out in the market. And that number includes everything: the logistics, the replacement hardware, and the kind of damage to our brand that you can't even put a price on.
And what if we fail certification before we even launch? Well, this is what we're looking at. 6 months. That's the minimum delay. We're talking half a year of lost sales, our competitors eating our lunch, and that doesn't even count the budget for re-engineering the whole thing and paying to test it all over again.
The stakes get even higher when you think about our partners. For our automotive clients, if our component is the reason their supply line gets disrupted, the cost to them can be over 1 crore a day. A day. We simply cannot be the cause of that kind of catastrophic failure.
So how in the world do we avoid these disasters? It really starts with understanding the invisible forces we're dealing with. It all boils down to 2 key concepts that literally govern how electronics behave out there in the real world.
Okay, let's break this down. It's basically 2 sides of the same coin. On one side, you've got emissions. That's the unwanted electromagnetic noise our own device creates. Think of it like our product is in a library, talking way too loud and bothering everybody else. On the other side, you have immunity. That's our device's ability to focus and do its job in that same noisy library. We have to solve for both. So let's be clear. EMI is the enemy. It's the invisible static, the electronic noise that causes everything from tiny annoying glitches to a complete system meltdown. It is the chaos that we as engineers have to tame.
And this right here, EMC, this is the goal. This is the state of harmony we're trying to achieve. It means our product works perfectly in the messy, electromagnetically noisy real world. It doesn't cause problems for other gadgets, and it isn't affected by them. It's just compatible.
Now, the good news is that getting to that state of harmony isn't some dark art. The path to compliance is actually super clear and totally manageable. It's a playbook, really, with a series of specific tests that address both sides of the problem we just talked about.
First things first, we have to measure the noise our own product is making. We test for 2 main kinds. You've got radiated emissions. That's energy that literally travels through the air like radio waves. Then there's conducted emissions, which is noise that travels back through the power cord and can mess up other things on the same circuit. Both are heavily regulated, and passing is not optional. Okay, now for the other side of the coin, immunity. We have to prove that our device can take a punch from the outside world. We test for everything. We zap it with static electricity, like when you touch a doorknob. We blast it with powerful radio waves. We hit it with electrical surges you'd get from the power grid. Basically, our device has to go through all of this and just keep working perfectly.
You know, all of this technical testing, it really just brings us back to a simple but absolutely crucial business decision. It's a decision that protects our schedule, our budget, and our entire project. I mean, just look at it. When you put the numbers side by side, is it even really a choice? The potential cost of failure is just astronomical compared to the predictable cost of doing it right from the start. Proactive testing isn't an expense on a spreadsheet. It is the single best insurance policy we can buy for this project. Period.
And we can make this whole process way faster. By partnering with an experienced, certified lab right here in our own city, we get quick turnarounds. Think about that. We can find an issue in the lab, implement a fix here, and retest in a matter of days, not weeks. Getting everything, automotive, commercial, you name it, done under one roof is a massive time saver. It's a game changer.
So this all brings me to my final and, I think, most important point for us today as a team. The decision we make on this, right now, is going to define the outcome of this entire project.
So this is the question we all have to answer. Is a small, short-term saving worth risking a catastrophic, long-term disaster? I think we all know the answer. Let's make the right call. Let's invest in compliance up front and let's ensure the success we have all worked so incredibly hard to achieve.